Hey everybody, I thought that I would put together a really cheap and cheerful, quick and easy method for making really interesting drawings and putting together an emotional type of face to help students with their creative writing tasks. All we do here is jump into Illustrator, new, and for the purposes of a school, I like to put the document in A4, and I also like to put it in portrait style. Not for any other reason other than the fact that it just kind of makes sense when you're in a school environment. And I'm just going to call this one here Drawing Old Face. And away we go. Now, what we get here is an A4 page. Now, what I like to do is get students to go online and find a really interesting face that has some kind of character to it, has some kind of emotion on it. And the image that I jumped online and found was this one. And the reason why I picked it was because it's got a lot of lines on it. It's a real character. Now, what I do and always have done, coming from a background of working in Photoshop and working in layers, I always like to get students to work in layers immediately. So what I'm going to do is lock that layer. Now I'm going to make a layer 2 up on top, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pencil tool. Now, one of those things that people don't realize is that the pencil tool, when you first start working with it, creates all of these really jagged and accurate lines, and it's not that good for drawing. But if you double click on it, what you want to do is turn your fidelity up to about 3/4, and once you've done it, you'll probably never change it back again. It's one of those things that once it's there, it's kind of a good spot for it to be. And okay, now what that fidelity does is allow you to draw on your image in a really smooth and accurate kind of a way. And what I get students to do is just go over and draw in the rough outlines of the image. Now, what we can do with those rough outlines is we can start to build up an image really quickly and easily. And what I'll do here is select all of those lines that I've drawn, turn them into black strokes. I want the line to be basic, and I want it to be this one with the little tapered edges, and I'm going to up the stroke weight to about 3 point. Now what I can do really quickly and easily is turn the little eye off on layer 1 for my original reference image, and I can see that I've started to build up a pretty plausible drawing. And once we've got that really rough outline, once we've got that really rough baseline, I get the students to come back in with the pencil tool, and now we start drawing. Now we start adding in to this image and building up our character. And really easily, for someone who isn't necessarily a drawer, you can start to create a stimulus image that goes along with creative writing, that goes along with narrative, that goes along with anything really, and we can start to build this up as a really good method for creation.